Hi, I'm Coach Eugene. I think we'll be watching Rialto, but I'm not sure. Um, we're doing a flex support right now. Let's see.
Ready for battle.
What am I looking for? Tiered guitarist. Let's go.
Ready.
Alright,
Hey,
flex support.
hello.
We've done this guy before on DPS. An issue for them before was positioning. I've watched this VOD over. Same issue. Alright, so your team rolls out on bloody dive and the guy sucks at it. Actually, no, we do need to watch your aim. So already, this is something that comes up a lot in the VOD. When you use your sleep, you don't aim it, you just hit it and shoot. There's nothing behind, like... So, Ana is one of the most overpowered supports in the game, like as far as just straight her kit. Her nano boost is insane, her nade, crazy, same as sleep. Every single thing that you do as Ana, like, there needs to be a reason behind why you're doing it, because these are, like, 12-second cooldown on the sleep. A good sleep is the difference between a win and a loss. Same thing with a good anti, same thing with a good nano. Everything that you do needs to be trying to win the fight. You should be playing Ana aggressively and using your cooldowns aggressively, because that is what will win for you. Also, this angle sucks. Like, they have a widow, you have a widow. What do they have? Of course they come sucks, whatever. Okay, that'll be fair, your D.Va blocks your nade. Yeah, on first point you should be playing where, hold on. Where you are right now or where your Zen is. So there's another sleep that has no reasoning behind it. You go for an alright nade, you get a hog, but tanks don't really care. Nano boosting Reinhardt, you should probably be waiting till he's, when you nano Rein, you should wait till he's not antied because it heals him up to full. Right there, you could have saved your D.Va mech. With a good sleep. I do like how you go to dodge the fire strike here, it means that you're aware of what cooldowns he has. You know what you need to do to win. Oh my god. I mean, it's a red Lucio, what can you do? Just, yeah. Knowing that their Lucio is going for boops, which, I mean, to be fair, you didn't really. But if you do know that their Lucio is going to do that, you gotta make sure he can't get you. Alright, hold on a second. So right here, you can heal your Reaper, your D.Va, or your Reinhardt. So from safest to least safe, it goes Reinhardt, Reaper, D.Va. You heal your Reinhardt before you heal your D.Va. Your D.Va, like your Reinhardt can't get hit right now. You should be shooting your D.Va first, because she's standing in the middle of an open sight lane. Her positioning sucks. And then your Reaper feeds. It's right here playing these low grounds. So when I was talking to you about your DPS, it was the same map. I was talking about how important, like on first point, this high ground is. Your D.Va should be helping you get to the high ground and holding it. I'm not sure how good your D.Va is, but you should be able to rely on her to give you the better positioning. Because, hold on, let's watch this again. So the things that are happening you can't really see. It's right here, you can only see your D.Va. Now you can see your Reinhardt, but it's at a really awkward angle. So you're only shooting your D.Va. This nano boost is very unnecessary as well. It's a 6v3 with a Reinhardt that's about to die. You could have healed him up enough to survive. So right here you should be focusing on your positioning. You can play around these umbrellas. You've just got to worry about long sightlines. But the most popular place to play for like supports especially is on this platform because it has 4 great covers, stairs, and good access for your tanks. You could also be playing either of these doorways, but I'd suggest playing there. So right there, that nade, your Zen can just orb you. You don't need to use nade there. Because you could have gotten a nade right into that doorway, which would have been huge.
Get back. You're going to be okay.
Alright, good shots on your Diva.
Escorting the payload.
So as a team right now, on Rialto, you should all be pushing up high ground with your... You should be on cart. Widowmaker. Widowmaker should be on cart while the rest of you are pushing high ground, getting you that amazing positioning. You guys should be going for a very forward hold. I believe instead, you guys just push cart, your Reinhardt feeds. Oh my god, and again. Lucio's getting pretty lucky, isn't he?
I'll rest when fighting is done. You're covered. I will keep you healed.
Alright, so where your Widow's going up to right now, that's another great place that you can play. Playing on the cart is one of the worst that you can play. Especially with all of these high grounds, you're just going to get punished hard for playing such an awful angle. So the with point B especially, high ground control is so important. So having you and your Widow, I guess, up here, like having their Zen and Soldier means that they have map control. You guys are going to have to struggle. You guys will struggle significantly more to push this because they have high ground control. If you had high ground control, they'd have to play all the way back there. I believe your team possibly does. Yeah, your team takes it. Okay.
You're powered up. Get in
But still,
there.
now that you have it, you should be playing up there. Alright, so now that the enemy has swapped to Widowmaker, you need to be waiting for your Widow to get their Widow before you can peek angles.
Get back in. You're covered.
See right there, that sleep would have been the difference between your Reinhardt living or dying. Now that the enemy Widow has popped sights, you need to be hiding. Your Widow's dead as well, you can't be peeking angles.
No one can hide from my sight.
Go. I see you. You're powered up. Get in there.
So you have anti-nade right now and you're not using it. Your Reinhardt is nano boosted, their Zenyatta is trancing, you nade their Rein, he dies. Lining up a sleep onto the enemy Sigma would have meant that you can use trance as something else. Cancelling his ult.
Watching your back.
Alright, so something that I find kind of interesting here. You've just watched your Widowmaker die. So your first thought is to peek the same angle that she died at. And you die for it. Like... Come on. Use your eyes.
My team still needs me.
Brigitte at your service.
Baptiste here.
Go. I'll keep you here. You're going to.
Alright. That was nearly a good nade. You had the right intention though. But turning around to heal your Widowmaker, just let your Reinhardt die. She doesn't need healing. You probably want to be asking your Roadhog to peek your angle right now. Oh, actually, this is interesting. Instead of healing, you're doing damage. Don't do that.
Payload moving.
Personne n'échappe à mon
No
regard.
one can hide from my sight.
Cypher, be careful. 30 seconds.
Alright, so you're once again peeking angles that Widowmaker's getting kills from. Can't be doing this. Like...
التكرار يعلم الشطار.
Alright. You guys don't want this, do you? Okay. So right there I would have seen more emphasis on the importance of the high ground. And especially with your sleep darts, there needs to be some thought behind them. Also, you need to be very considerate of Widowmaker angles because you just can't be dying in some of the ways that you are. Playing or watching Widowmaker streamers might like help you get an understanding of what angles they like to play and where you shouldn't be standing.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle. But be ready to adapt.
Let's watch this. So you're defending, you're playing low ground. It's not bad since you do have... Hold on. Yeah, so you have that structure. You have the structure behind you. So it's not an awful place to be playing. Yeah, honestly, if your team's gonna hold there, that's probably the best you can stand. Just have to be considerate of flanking Widowmakers. Using your nade for healing there is really unnecessary. Your Reinhardt's bubbled and shielding. You just need to shoot him a few times. So, like, there could be an okay time to nade. Or just to be healing. If their hog is hooking one of your teammates, sleep him. Stops the hook from coming through. What's your main doing? God.
Watching your back.
Alright. Pressing the I need healing button here isn't a bad idea at all. Okay, so that fight you guys got a little bit snowballed. Their widow was holding a great angle. You did a good job to hide from it, so that's okay. But here, you and your Reinhardt need to be taking high ground. If you just sleep the Roadhog, you and your Ryan could go kill him. Are the DPS being toxic? I'm confused. Yeah, are they being toxic or are they just bad? Like, this fight isn't your fault, you're just seemingly playing against a lot without any help.
This is much better than a cabana on the beach. I will keep you healed.
Alright. If your Zarya was to get hooked just before nanoing her would have been really good to save her.
I've seen you. You're going to live.
Actually, with your Zarya's incredible positioning, that wouldn't be a poor idea at all. So here you are playing the high ground, which is good. You just need to get your tanks to play into your sightline. Need them to understand that you have superior positioning and to let you abuse it.
I will keep you healed. Nap time. This is going to hurt. You're powered up. Get in there.
That's an okay nano boost, but your Zenyatta's already fragged out, so the fight's won.
Going to be okay.
Better place that we could have seen it was when your Reinhardt died before he was getting absolutely pummeled. Would have been the right time to nano him. Unlucky.
My team still needs me. I've seen you. You're going to live.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So whatever, you know. I feel like I've reinforced all my points pretty well. Nothing interesting is gonna happen anyway. Just kinda, yeah, we'll finish up here. Need to be using your nades aggressively to set up teamfight wins. You need to be aiming your sleeps and thinking about what they're gonna do before you shoot them. And you need to be thinking about your positioning, because sitting on the floor isn't always the best thing to do. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oop.